Hello. Welcome to Fat Mascara. It's Jess.
You sound like you just answered the phone in the middle of the night. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, everyone. How's it going?
Oh, my God.
I'm Jenn.
Answering the phone in the middle of the night. I hope there's not an emergency.
It is an emergency. It's a beauty emergency, and we're here with everything you need.
So, Jenn, I'm working from home today.
Yes.
But I haven't worked from home in a little while now because, as you may have seen, I've been addicted to the co-working space that Moda has rented out during Fashion Week.
Oh, yes, I have seen because she's texted me like 20 times that she's excited. She's above this restaurant. She just keeps texting me about the snacks and the food.
Okay. Well, here's the real deal, guys. And I think if you follow us on Instagram, you may already know this, like little bit of trivia. It is like coming home. It is a full circle Fat Mascara moment. The co-working space is in the same building where Jenn and I first recorded Fat Mascara. So I feel the warm and fuzzies. It's the same doormen. Yes, doormen. They remember us. I have muscle memory. Yes, Michael. Okay. Yes, Michael looks great, by the way. He's not aged. I have muscle memory. Michael. I press 7th floor all the time. Then I have to it's a whole thing.
That's where we used to record.
We used to record on the 7th floor. And here's the funny thing. The co-working space is like very trendy and they have Labo pumping through some kind of vent. And I asked like the, girls at the front who they're like super cute. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't mean to be weird, but is that Labo? And they like both smiled at me. They're like, yeah.
Wait,
it's like,
they sent the co-working space?
With Labo. You better like it. Get on board if you don't find a new space.
Santal?
It's Santal. It's
with
Santal.
Santal?
Yes.
Really?
Like a diffuser.
What do they think they are? The hotel? Yeah.
It's kind of great. Amazing snacks. 10 out of 10 recommend. I love it.
Do they know, though,
I get my best work
are
done there.
A beauty merchandiser and you need a neutral scent palette so you can, try out perfumes and things for Moda? Like, do they know this?
I'm fine. I feel inspired.
You're like, give me all the fragrance.
When I get there, I like lock in. And it's like, I'm ready to work.
I get it for those of the listeners that have been doing the hybrid thing or working from home. Yeah, it's a different life.
Yeah, I feel good. I hope they keep it. Anyway, Jenn, what's going on with you? How's your week?
My coworker's Wolfgang, who's, I don't know where he is, but I've been out and about and like back in the swing of things and taking appointments and desk sides and things. And I did a little beauty experiment this week.
Okay.
I've been so curious about these electrical muscle stimulation devices that are for toning your body. Not because I feel that I wanted body toning, but I wanted to be able to talk about it with authority to people that ask like what it feels like. So I got InMode's Evolve X body remodeling treatment, like one treatment of it. You need 3 to 6 in a series to see differences. I'll link you guys to the before and afters in the show notes. I think you would like it, Jess. I really think you would like it.
You got it on the face. Where did you get it?
This is a body treatment. So I let them do my abdomen. I'm going to put a couple of videos on Instagram this week so people can see what it is. I was in a room next to another beauty editor, Alana Pedin, and she was like, feels like a hot stone massage. I'm telling you, it was the most warming, relaxing. This is kind of different from like M-Sculpt and other ones where like there's that violent seize of the muscle. It's like a very gentle muscle contraction. And then the paddles also have RF. So you're getting a radio frequency for skin tightening, which triggers in that collagen on top of the EMS to tone the muscles. So
I like that.
It was
I've had M-Sculpt and it's not relaxing.
No, that feels like you are doing a sit-up almost, right?
Yeah.
This doesn't feel like that, but offers the same results. So if that's been your hesitancy on if you wanted to get a body part remodeled and we're kind of nervous about what it might be like, this one's really nice. InMode Evolve X. They do the upper arms. If your arms are big enough for the paddles to fit on, they do that. They do butts. You can do your belly. It was interesting. I'll show you the video.
I'd love to try it.
I think you'll be intrigued.
Okay, well, sign me up.
You're fearless beauty podcaster. out here.
Yeah.
doing all the things for you. Oh yeah, it was a free sample. Typically the treatments cost, I look into this for you guys. It could be for the series of 3 to 6 treatments, like starting at $1,000. So depending on where you live, it would be different. And the results last, like the skin tightening lasts permanently, but like in, the muscle toning lasts only as long as you don't, like you have
stop you have to like keep it up. That. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Right. But you do see a difference. So yeah. Look at us out and about in the world. Should we do some news and do some raise-alongs and have a lovely episode? I will. Here it comes. Welcome to the Beauty Chat, Brad and Travis. Join us, gentlemen. It's the wonderful world of celebrity beauty launches. So Brad's got his new line out called Le Domaine.
I think it's Les Domaines, right? Actually, I don't know.
Les Domaines.
Yeah.
That's a lovely blend of antioxidant-rich botanical extracts. They wrapped it up with some fancy sounding, like patented complex names, but I checked the ingredient lists. I think based on the ingredients, I'd say it's akin to like Caudalie, maybe the Grapeseed Company, Merlot Skincare. They're really relying on resveratrol. And then Travis Barker also has a celebrity line coming out. His is more wellness, but the skincare part of it, Barker Wellness, is that it's infused with CBD. Okay, let me just lay these costs on you guys. Brad's line is going to be $80 to $385. And Travis's, I was like, okay, he's going to be like way less. No, $85 to $140. Coming in hot with these new lines, these luxury lines. So there they are. They're welcome to the chat. I'm literally treating them as the same because they are two people I least expected to get into the skincare and beauty world, yet I'm intrigued. So let's see what
I've seen Brad's line. It's quite beautiful. I do think it's really
nice. Bottles look like architecture.
Yeah, I do think it's very beautiful. Travis Barker's line. I think with Brad's line, I think there is an audience for it. With Travis Barker's line, I don't know who the audience is because I feel like, you know what? I'm going to leave it there. I don't know who the audience is.
Kardashian fans?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe the Kardashian fans because he's now part of the fam. Do you think Chris had something to do with this? Chris was like, welcome, Travis. We got to get you a line.
I think she has got her hands in all kinds of pots. I can't imagine any business decision in that whole family is not, being totally vetted by her. So we'll see let's see how they do.
Yes, welcome, gentlemen. Okay, online debate that's been raging this week. Should hairstylists expect total submission in the chair? Okay, I want you to weigh in on this. Last submission?
Week. Sick.
I didn't know how else to... Wait till you hear. So this hairstylist posted on her Instagram stories. It got picked up by the Neighborhood Talk, which is this Instagram that I follow, and then it made its way onto online because people have opinions, split opinions. Here is what the stylist posted on her story. Quote, "Please do not sit in my chair telling me what to do because you will end up looking a mess. And I really don't care anymore. If you show me a picture, let me do the picture how I know the picture is done. And if you know how to do your hair, then go home and do it yourself." There was like no vitriol. It was just like she just laid it out. There it is. What are your thoughts?
I think Instagram and TikTok has probably made a lot of people feel like they're experts. So she probably has a lot of people telling her what to do. You know what I mean? It's like germs and everything. No, you do it like this. No, that's my feeling. Why? What's up?
Okay. So yeah, I see where I had the initial reaction of no, being that I have spent, 4 decades with my own head of hair. So I know if you part it there, there's a calic there, or whatever it might be. Or I know.
Oh, you're the consumer advocate. You're the client advocate.
Well, I think that she's asking too much. I think it needs to be, how many times have we had stylists come on and say it's about communication? She's literally telling them not to talk to her anymore.
No, I have a feeling that was probably tapped out in frustration. But yeah,
this is like, she's like being hyperbolic maybe. Yes.
Yeah, as people tend to be on social media. But when somebody picks up a razor and I've had like a really traumatic razor cut, I get very anxious because I feel like it's going to be very kind of thrashy and fried looking at the ends.
Perfect example. In the wrong hands, a razor cut, your ends get frayed and like you have split ends 2 days later. And if you know that about your hair.
I just don't like that look on me.
I think that's the time when you'd be like, excuse me, can you do it with scissors?
Yeah, but with this lady, I have like a slit throat in like 2 minutes with her, level of frustration. It's like Sweeney Todd.
She's Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But I really do think that people feel very, people are, not feel like, they are more educated about techniques with everything. Like we have a beauty podcast, but I'm sure if we had a cooking podcast or I don't know, sports podcast, like everyone is like,
oh my God, cooking's a good example. The cooking app I follow, when I look in the comments, everybody thinks they're a chef, like adjusting their recipe and stuff. I'm like, the person who tested this recipe, like that's literally what they do. Like just make the damn recipe,
Yeah. So I'm oh my God, imagine like these
that's a good point.
Like these open kitchens now. I wonder if anyone is ever like shouting, like heckling the chefs now.
Your sauce is about to break. Turn down the heat.
Yeah. So I kind of I don't know, I kind of feel like this woman has like seen some shit.
Yeah, okay. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt and also think that she was just being hyperbolic, but like people really took this to heart and they were like, I know my hair and consumer advocate. Yeah. So I think that if you have a relationship, and this is another reason to stick with a stylist, the communication line should be open. Whereas you're right. If you just show up at some new stylist and be like, do it this way, and the way you saw it done online, maybe I'd be posting this too. Let's move on to the science corner. So in a new report, in everybody's favorite magazine, the Journal of Evolution and Human Behavior, researchers surveyed people around the world to ask them how they enhance their appearance. So the reason was they wanted to test the most popular evolutionary hypotheses for why humans groom or like put on makeup or do their hair. And 2 of those were, 1, because they're looking for a mate, which is what we've heard from like multiple, we've had people on this show even that have talked about that's why we prettify. 2 is because, this is kind of gross, but because they're grooming themselves to reduce parasites. Ew. I had to look into that one, but basically, how like monkeys pick at things in their fur and stuff? Humans, they think, evolved a lot. Actually, Heather Widdows talked about this, I think. We evolved a lot of our picking and our grooming, washing our face. No other animal washes their face, but the reason that came about is because we're trying to get rid of the parasites on us. Yuck. So anyway, that's what they were testing. Okay, look at the sample size for this. 93,158 people in 93 countries. And they wanted to know how they beautify and how much they do, and then they hypothesize why. 99% of people reported spending up to 10 minutes a day performing beauty-enhancing behaviors. And lo and behold, the results sort of supported the reasons that I just said. Women spent more time than men. People that were currently dating as compared to those in established relationships clearly spent more time grooming.
That doesn't surprise me.
Younger people, those that are in the mating, reproducing population, groomed more than older people. And people that had a history of particular skin or like appearance-related disorders or diseases, like if you had acne or you had psoriasis, spent more time grooming, and that supported everything. But get this. What do you think the strongest predictor of attractiveness-enhancing behavior was? Like people who do this are the people who spend a lot of time on their appearance.
Wait, repeat the question. Which behavior is like?
You love when I put you on a pop quiz.
I feel like I need like multiple choice. Like,
okay, if all these people in a room and that's the person that spends the most time on her hair and makeup, what other habit does she have in common? Like, what's another thing about her?
Like cleaning her feet or underarms, like washing her bits.
Not a bad guess.
Washing her bits.
How about this?
Perfume?
Being on social media.
Oh my God. Wait, stop.
No. The bigger time people spent on social media were the people that also spent more time enhancing themselves. And here's another one that I thought was really interesting. I
can't believe I was getting into such like disgusting sort of behaviors. I really thought that it was like...
Well, no, because I didn't give you any context.
Yeah, I thought it would be like I could have really,
said like, what kind of car do they drive?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be about like really getting like super clean.
Yeah, because I started off with the parasite talk. So
that's what I was like.
Topic
yeah,
there.
Okay.
Right. I think I primed you.
Yeah.
I primed you. That was the issue.
You threw me off.
Well, anyway, so people who spend more time on social media are more likely to spend more time grooming themselves. But there was another thing that I thought was really interesting. There's a U-shaped graph for how attractive people think they are and how much time they spend. So look at this. People who think they're very attractive spend the most time enhancing their appearance.
Well, the people who think they're very attractive spend the most time enhancing. That doesn't surprise me, though, because it's like they're really like
okay, not surprising.
They're super into their appearance. They think they look amazing, so like they want to keep it up. They're very invested in their appearance. If you don't think you're that hot, it's like, why bother?
Second to that was the people who think they're very unattractive. Now, they spent a lot of time as well.
Oh, that's upsetting.
And then the lowest group was people who like think they're average looking. They didn't spend as much time. So it's almost like if you think you need the help, you're going to spend a lot of time grooming. And also if you're like, I already look great, this is fun grooming myself. If you look amazing, like if I woke up looking like, I don't know, who's like a beautiful woman, like maybe I wouldn't spend as much time. I feel like I would spend less time.
What about people with toddlers? They're probably at the bottom of that U. Like the boggy bottom.
I don't think they separated it out for people with small children. They spend the least time grooming
I think for
themselves.
people who think they're super hot, I think it's like kind of like gilding the lily. Like it's like really fun. It's like, I always thought like when I was younger, like, oh, if I just like now I realize like this is never going to happen. It never will happen. I don't want to work at it. It ain't going to happen. But I was like, if I just like had a body like insert, TK, like super hot celebrity, I would wear this. I would like blah, blah.
Yeah.
I didn't think about this for like hours, but like it was just like a daydream for a second, like all the cute stuff I'd wear.
Oh, I didn't even take it to the,
it would just like, you would kind of imagine like,
oh, I think that all the time whenever I see Emrata.
Yeah, like, oh, like I would wear like super cute.
Like imagine the clothes. Well, maybe that's a bad example because she's got a little bit of curviness. But if you're very skinny and tall, like you can wear whatever.
She's got a little bit of curviness. Like she could, still wear like a super cute, like,
well, I feel like her
string bikini or like the really cute short shorts. Like I'd wear that, and then I'd wear like a heel to extend.
Like if you woke up in a perfect body, like how you'd maximize
There's
it.
like a movie like that. Yeah, exactly. Like how I would dress, like dream wardrobe. But like so
those are the people that are like,
I think that's what it is. It's like you wake up and it's like you're a Barbie doll or like, whatever equivalent is like that suits you.
Let's have fun with it.
Yeah. But if you wake up and you've kind of like, this is me, you just like rock and roll.
It is what it is.
But if you're really upset and this is what is upsetting, it's like, what are we going to do today? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And then it's like the next hour.
And remember, this wasn't as rated by other people. So we actually don't know how attractive these people are. But I feel like people have a decent sense, unless there's a dysmorphia or some sort of psychological thing going on, they have a decent sense of where they stack up. Like I always joke with my friends, like, oh, there's a bunch of, 5s and 6s on OkCupid. I'm not about to be calling myself a 10, Like I think most people know how attractive they are. But I just thought it was...
I hate the number scale. It's so dehumanizing. Interesting. It's so dehumanizing.
I know, that was a horrible example. I'm sorry, but I couldn't think how else to tell you that I don't think I'm the most attractive person.
Who actually walks around calling themselves a 10?
And that's the thing. We have had some of the most gorgeous people in the world on this show as our guests, and they've let on that they have, like, insecurities, too. So I know there's...
All right.
Come on. If you wake up looking like... I don't know. I guess they don't really notice it. Who knows? Anyway, fascinating study. And the best part about it was 93,000 people. Like, this is this is good data if it's that many people. Let's get into my final one because I like to make Jess happy with a little goofy neighborhood news at the end. When your neighborhood smells bad enough to cause a lawsuit. I think I reported on this a while ago, so I wanted to give everybody an update. There's this neighborhood in Jacksonville, Florida, that brought a suit against fragrance maker IFF because they said the factory was producing a foul smell.
Do you remember this? Don't believe that.
Anyway.
IFF. Come on, no way.
Right. Well, it happened. To refresh everyone's memory, some people said they were being awoken in the middle of the night by a fragrance so strong that smelled like, quote, pine sol intensified. I was like,
that
seems not bad, but I guess if it wakes you up.
Our town. Yeah, go on.
All right. Well, in his ruling, Judge Michael Munz dismissed the case because what happens is the city of Jacksonville, Florida, installed odor sensors all around the city and found poor people of Jacksonville, found there were multiple companies in the area that had more of an odor impact on this neighborhood, Mary Hill area, I think it's called, than IFF. So I was like, there was a link to see the data. So I was like, all right, I'll click this. Oh my God, what they're dealing with Jacksonville. When the wind changes, like you see this map of like how the wind blows VOCs, sulfur something, some other compound, whatever. It was coming from all directions. It's like, I think they're in this weird perfect spot of like there's multiple factories around them. And I think that's why it was so ever present, because as the winds were shifting, they'd get a smell from this factory. They'd get a smell from that factory. So this doesn't mean there's not a problem, but it does mean that it's not just IFF's fault. In fact, the judge was pointing out that the odors coming from some of the other factories were even worse. That's what I remember saying. Like the perfume factory, like I'd rather have that in my neighborhood than like, you know, the dog food factory or whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
or the manure
sounded fishy from the start.
Distillery.
Okay. All right. IFF
or
off
the fish factory.
Exactly.
IFF off the hook.
All right.
Don't move to Murray Hill in Jacksonville, Florida. And for those of you who live there, keep up the work. Find out what's going on. We
that was a good quirky item. I like that. Thanks, Jen. Okay, let's talk about Osea. You know, I love this sponsor. If you heard me talk about them before, I'm crazy about them.
Obsessed.
They're a California-based skincare and body care brand. They've been making clean, vegan, cruelty-free skincare products for over 25 years now. Seaweed is their main hero ingredient. It's a nutrient-rich superfood, and it's got lots of benefits. It's anti-aging, it's moisturizing, and Osea products are actually clinically proven to work. They do lots of studies, and they're climate neutral certified.
I have right here the body butter. It's Osea's Undaria Algae Body Butter. This stuff is so good. I'm putting it on right now while we do the sponsorship read. I don't know if that's part of our sponsorship, but it's happening right now. It's like a hug. It's like a hug in a jar. And it smells so good. I don't even know what the scent is. It's different than the body oil, but it's so comforting, which is a silly word with skincare, but like, you know what I mean, Jess?
Not silly. That's how you know you've got a good one. If you want clean body care that gives you facial skincare level results, I mean, this stuff works. You've got to try Osea. And right now we have a special discount just for Fat Mascara listeners. You're going to get 10% off your first order site-wide using the promo code Mascara when you go to OseaMalibu.com. That's OSEA Malibu.com. You're going to get free samples with every order. I love that. And orders over $50 get free shipping. You're going to want it all. Go to OseaMalibu.com, OSEA Malibu.com, and just use the promo code Mascara. Okay, everyone, it's time to raise a wand. We've got one from Lily from California. Let's hit it, Lily.
Hi, Jessica and Jen. My name is Lily, and I must raise a wand to Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder. So this Blurring Balm Powder has this ingredient that's newer on the market, I believe. It's a Swedish ingredient, and it's called Upsellite. So this ingredient is said to balance and absorb your excess facial oils and sweat throughout the day, which I can totally say that it does. I wore this balm powder in California heat at Disneyland for 9 to 10 hours. And when I got back home, let me tell you, it held up so well. And another reason why I love this Blurring Balm Powder is because you can use it in so many different ways. It's amazing. Honestly, you could use it as a primer, as a bronzer, as a highlight, as an all-over foundation, as a setting powder. It is amazing what Danessa Myricks has created, and I'm truly just so in awe of how effective and how useful and easy it is to use it, honestly, on an everyday basis. I just had to raise a wand to this product, and I hope it kind of helps everybody else to, maybe find a potential new foundation for them that works. And I just had to share that. Bye, Jessica and Jen. Stay safe out there.
I am so influenced right now. I went online to look at this product, which by the way, it comes like 10 shades, but there's also like an invisible shade if you can't figure it out. And I bought it right away. That was such a good one. Thank you, Lily.
Unusual product. Unusual.
Yeah, it reminded me of, this is going to be a blast from the past. Mally Roncal used to have this like silicone setting powder, but it wasn't a powder, like poreless something.
Yes.
It looks like the texture of that, but somehow she was able to infuse a coverage into it. So like a tint that matches, but is blurred. So you get all of that property, but together, I mean, who doesn't want that?
That is that is a blast from the past, but that was a great product. And if you know it, you know it. If you don't know it, well, like it was basically like,
buy this instead.
I don't think Mally still exists. If it does, please correct me. But yeah, it was like, it just made your skin kind of like softer, and softer is not a great like explanation.
Blur.
Yeah, blur.
But it also cut shine. I would always use it when I was on TV because it wouldn't make you look powdery, but it would do what a powder does. Does that make sense?
Yeah. All right, Jen, what do you got?
Well, first I want to remind people what their homework is. We need the fall fragrances. We're looking to get cozy at Mascara. Send us your candles. Send us your eau de toilettes. Send us your l'eau de toilettes if they're made from a water base, as we've learned. Whatever it is, tell us about it. Call me 646-481-8182 or email us. Jess, what's our email address?
Raise a wand. info@fatmascara.com.
Yeah, I just wanted you to get involved because I feel like I say that every time, like a freaking bumper sticker. I need it like stuck on my forehead forever.
info@fatmascara.com.
Thank you. So you want me to go first?
Yeah, hit me.
I'm getting influenced left and right. So you remember Dr. Idris was on telling us that she loves this Beauty of Joseon sunscreen.
Did you get it?
I was like, what is this thing that I bought it. I got it on Stylevana for $11.69.
What do you think?
I could not believe the bargain price for like a lovely facial sunscreen. It's amazing. That's not the normal price. I think it's like $18, but like it seems to always be on sale on Stylevana. I'll put a link on our Shop My Hair in our show notes. You know, have you ever tried the Biore watery fluid sunscreen that's only in Japan? Have you ever?
I have not.
You got to go to Japan once, or like those sunscreens that are like a milky emulsion, but they disappear, truly colorless, but without, this is the key. A lot of people don't like the super goop unseen silicone-y feel or the Naked Sundays clear, like the slip of those. Some people really like it, but if you don't like that and you want it to be like a lotion, like a very thin emulsion lotion, and truly, truly sink in without a white cast, like I'm talking bye-bye, it's gone in like 2 seconds. This shit is good. Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, SPF 50. It's like 50, but it feels like I just put on a facial mist.
Nice. Okay.
So, raise a wand.
All right. Mine is,
what do you have?
Mine is a pencil. Okay. I've been really into like just doing a quick eyeliner if I need to, like, here's the thing. I love lipstick, but sometimes I'm like always, touching my lips, or, sometimes I want something I can just like set it and forget it all day. So that's when I go for like kind of a heavier liner. The Jones Road eye pencil is really good. It's called the best pencil. You've really got to have worked on your pencil if you're going to call it the best pencil. I love the confidence. I love the confidence, Bobby. But she came through. So it's not like a creamy kohl. Like it's not a kohl pencil, but it's not a like a tight, twisty up pencil. It's just a pencil. So it's on the website. It's a highly pigmented. This formula is based on a 1970s no frills, ultra dense formula, but updated with a clean and modern ingredient stack. Okay, so she says you can blend it, smoke it, apply it as a sharp graphic line, as easy as it is effective. This 1970s thing intrigues me because it does kind of remind
of everything you said. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it does remind me of like the Revlon and Maybelline. I mean, I wasn't born in the 1970s, I wasn't like playing with my mom's stuff then, but in the 80s, my mom used Revlon and like a Maybelline, and they were very it was just a pencil, with the wooden stuff, and it was always creamy and dense. So I kind of get the connection, Bobby. It wasn't the first thing I thought of, but
like
sure.
those good classic Wet n Wilds. Like, why do we go all out and just like start doing crazy things to pencils?
Yeah, it wasn't automatic. Yeah, there was nothing automated. There wasn't anything twist up. It was just a plain old pencil. I will say, like, I like to go pretty dense. Then I like to, kind of smudge out a little bit. I really like the navy. I mentioned the navy because it gives you a little bit of color, a little bit of drama without being like, this lady's wearing blue, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on it. Yeah. They also make it in silver, which is, I think, a little interesting. I like it. You don't see a lot of silver pencils around.
No, and I like that navy is like giving you chocolate brown subtlety, but without having it to be brown.
Exactly.
Like,
try the
softer
navy.
Than black.
Try the navy. They do make other colors too. They make violet. They make green. I would like to try those as well, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So I'll let you know. But love it. Love it, love it, love it. $22.
Eyes, people. Yes. Okay. So everyone, go get your beauty sleep. Relax. Enjoy whatever comes after you turn us off. And meet us back here on Friday.
See you there.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
It's your reviews and feedback that help us make the podcast even better. Head over to iTunes to rate and review us, or email your thoughts to info@fatmascara.com.
We also want to answer your beauty questions and hear what products you love. To share a Raise the Wand product review or to ask a beauty question, email us at info@fatmascara.
If you send it as a voice memo file, we can even share your voice on the podcast. You can also do that by leaving us a voice message. Our phone number in the United States is 646-481-8182.
Thanks so much for listening.